Good morning, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, joined alongside by Trey Wright here on this morning game here on Sunday. Bronx taking on West Virginia once again. Here for this morning game, it's 11:50 right now, almost noon, as we get ready for this one. A very snowy day today. We're going to try and get the game in here before all the snow comes down here in Lawrenceville.
It definitely is. We'd like to thank everybody for tuning in to today's coverage of Rider Bronx Hockey, exclusively on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. And as of right now, the Marc-Andre Fleuryings are falling here this afternoon. This morning, rather, as the game was pushed up by a half hour's time to try to get things going as fast as possible, with West Virginia having to make about an 8.5-hour bus ride back to Morgantown. But that, of course, this is now game number 3 of the 3-game weekend set for the Bronx, who are 2-0 in said weekend set, able to beat the Dragons of Drexel Friday evening, a score of 8-1 against Drexel, and then a 5-0 shutout win, making a little bit of history goaltending-wise yesterday evening, with Trevor Givarowski not only breaking the all-time wins record for Rider, surpassing Nate Kolendanko's 50 wins mark between the pipes and a Bronx uniform, but also getting the all-time wins record for the all-time saves record for the ACCHL Men's 2 division. Some more history could be made later this afternoon, as Dom Cercia, the captain of this Rider team, sits 1 point away from 100 career points in a Rider uniform. Set to be a fantastic one here today, Carollo.
Yeah, it is set to be a great one, and you beat me to the punch there mentioning Dom. Had a great night yesterday, as he is hunting for 100 here in this one. Currently at 99 points, would be the 13th skater in Rider Bronx history to do so if he hits 100 points. So, great work here from Dom as we get ready for this one here today. Should be a great one as we get ready for this. And as we get set once again, want to just thank you for tuning into this one here today. We weren't sure if we were going to be here. We talked about it a little bit yesterday. As
we definitely will, starting, of course, with the Rider Bronx. Third line gets the start tonight. Alex Blazak makes his return to the starting lineup in his third game back after a preseason injury. He and Aaron Pape will center the 11 of Brendan McKinch, who had 2 goals yesterday, currently sitting at 56 career points. McKinch, whose number was retired by his alma mater at Fairless Hills over the break, will make up the starting forwards. And then on the defensive side of things, Liam Yeoman and Jake Bennett will defend Trevor Givarowski to make up the remaining of the starting 6. And then for the Mountaineers coming into today's matchup, team captain of Mark Stankiewicz, Mitchell Ducala, will be at center. Right wing, Tyler Hawcroft for the starting 3. And then for the back 3, Caleb Carnell, Joseph Palahunic, and Jackson Bernier, who played the final 20 minutes of play yesterday evening in the 5-0 loss, will go between the pipes here tonight for the Mountaineers. Set to be a good one here in just a couple of moments,
as we get ready to go for this one, like you said, Trey. And actually, Kennard did finish that game. He was in for the third period. He did stay in for the third. But either way, as we get ready for this one, warm-up's concluding now, so we will step aside, get ready to go for the starting lineups, national anthem, and then puck drop here from Zy Fieldhouse.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Cy Fieldhouse in Lawrenceville, New Jersey for tonight's American Collegiate Hockey Association Division II matchup between the visiting West Virginia Mountaineers and your Rider University Bronx. Here are tonight's starting lineups presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, beginning with West Virginia. Starting at left wing, number 84, team captain Mark Stankiewicz. At center, number 89, alternate captain Michael Ducalo. At right wing, number 52, Tyler Howcroft. At left defense, number 91, Joseph Palahunic. At right defense, number 62, Caleb Carnell. And in goal for the Mountaineers, number 30, Jackson Bernier. West Virginia is coached by Adam Brown, assisted by Nate Connolly. And now, the starting lineup for your Rider University Bronx. At left wing, a junior from Sparta, New Jersey, alternate captain. At defense, a sophomore from Pennington, New Jersey, number 3, Leon Yeoman. At right defense, a sophomore from Toms River, New Jersey, number 5, Jake Bennett. And in goal for the Bronx, a senior from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, number 29, Trevor Giborowski. Rider is coached by Connor Fox, assisted by Larry Walker, Carlos Yanni, and TJ Evans. At this time, we ask you to please rise, if you are able, and remain standing as we honor America for those who defend this nation with the playing of the national anthem.
And we're back here from Cy Fieldhouse. Always a wonderful rendition of the national anthem as we get ready to go here for this one. Set for a great game here between the Bronx and the Mountaineers, doing it once again here for game number 3 of the weekend for Rider, game number 2 against this Mountaineers squad as we get ready to go.
Set to be another fun one here today. Like you said, another look at the Riders' starting lineups. Blazak and Pape centering the number 11 of Brendan McKinch. Yeoman, Bennett, and Giborowski make up the starting 6 for the Rider Bronx, wearing their alternate cream jerseys.
Always a beauty to see these jerseys in action.
Definitely is. West Virginia wearing their mustard yellow and blue jerseys, wore their Almost Heaven jerseys last night. And it's set to be another great matchup here as McKinch and Mitchell Ducalo will meet at the face-off circle, and we're off and running for game number 24 of the 2024-2025 campaign for the Rider Bronx.
Yeoman able to take this one here. Off the draw, sends here to Blazak. He dumps into the zone. Pape and McKinch, the forwards, along with Blazak on the ice right now to start this game. Defense is at Yeoman and Bennett, as we mentioned before, as Stankiewicz picks up the puck. Stankiewicz driving in on the left side wall, trying to walk through, splits the defense there. Nearly got the shot off as Young picks it up at the point. Sends this one back in deep over to Chase at the 52 of Howcroft. Up at the blue line again. This one takes a redirect wide as Blazak tries to get on it. Blazak along the wall. Sends here to Pape. Pape with it across to Bennett. Looking to walk by Stankiewicz. Into the zone he goes. He fires. That one goes up and over as Marin sends this one around to McKeach. McKeach looking for an option. Pulls up just below the circle. Back to the hash marks now. Tries to fire a shot in front. That one got actually blocked by Bennett as that one gets by Schneider and will go all the way down for an icing here on West Virginia.
Good play from both ends so far in that sequence. Ryder trying to get the game's opening shot. And like you were saying, that starting six for Ryder was just really, really lethal yesterday, especially that's the third line with McKeach being on there. But off the draw, Rauch will win it. Trying to send one through traffic, and Bernier will cover that up. Taking a look at Jackson Bernier's stats coming into tonight. 4-5-2 with a 414 GAA and a 900 save percentage. Definitely been getting the brunt of the starts for this West Virginia team. Coming into today, splitting the weekend between him and, like we said, Griffin Kennard. Getting all 60 minutes played yesterday off of the draw. Rauch will take it, intercepted. Back the other direction comes West Virginia. Taken across there by Aiden Briggs. Trying to get it back to Charlie Wogish. Right down Broadway. And Mark Marin will clear it out to the neutral zone. Mike Connolly can't quite get there. Mark Marin turned 22 years old yesterday afternoon. Recorded an assist, trying to get a birthday goal here one day late as he fights for it in the corner with a plethora of blue and yellow jerseys. It's gloved down by Will Blair for a moment, and Blair will send it back to the 16 of Luke Starr.
And we were talking yesterday about Marin, how obviously, like you mentioned, Trey, his birthday yesterday, a day late now as he looks for a goal, but he got an assist yesterday, so got the birthday point at least. And me and Matt were joking about it, how there has to be some stat somewhere of birthday goals. It always seems to happen. I'm sure there's a graphic of some kind somewhere for stuff like that, as Ryder's able to keep the puck in the zone now. Taken here by the 67 of George Best. Can't get it out as Gingras keeps it in. Connolly to chase on it. Covered up there by Bernier. Zito off the draw. Taken here by Connolly. Kept here for Gingras. Gingras trying to center, can't do so. That one got by the stick of Ambrosi as that one redirected in front by Connolly. Gets saved by Bernier. As this goes back up to the point, trying to keep it is Cusimano. He's able to do so, but it bounces off the stick of Gingras and comes out as Turner sends to Blazak. Blazak fires. That one gloved up there by Bernier again, and Ryder already with 4 shots on the board here in this one with 17:21 left to go in the first.
Starting to look a lot like yesterday's game with Ryder pulling ahead in terms of shots. And yesterday, looking at the final score and the shot ratio, you would find it very hard to believe that those were the exact same game, because West Virginia was only about 5 or so shots off of Ryder at the end of the night, with Ryder having 54 shots compared to the Mountaineers' 50. But Ryder just trying to play good game here as Bernier will cover that one up. Ryder just trying to pull ahead in the shot category and just trying to dominate on the second end of this back-to-back for West Virginia and the tail end of this triple-header weekend for the Bronx.
Yeah, that shot disparity yesterday, we were talking about it on the broadcast between me, Matt, and Eric. It was pretty much a tied shot total for almost the whole game until the third period, when Ryder really started to get going in the third and get a bunch of shots off in that third period within the final 10 minutes or so, as Gallagher has this one bounce off his stick, taken here by Blazak. Into the zone he goes, has McKeach, he's able to find him. He fires, that one goes wide as Blazak got dumped into the boards. Picked up here by Jansky. Jansky can't keep it. McKeach is there, taken away by the 73 of Williams as he has some room. Applying pressure is Connolly. Williams takes a big check there from Bennett as he fights along the bench there of Ryder. This one dumped in by Stankiewicz. Back to Chase. Here is Yeoman. He sends around looking for Bennett. Along the wall, Marin. Able to kick it forward to Bennett. He gets it out of the zone. Able to stay on the puck, puts it back in deep as Connolly gives chase. Has Rauch with him. Bit of a new look line here for this team as this one is sent all the way around looking for Stankiewicz. Stankiewicz can't get it out, kept in by Marin. Looking, Rauch with it. To the backhand, he can't hold on as it goes into the corner. Back up to the point, Schneider, he fires. That one's knocked away there by Bernier. As this is sent around for Connolly. Marin there as well. Picked up here by the 91 of Palahunic. Can't get it out of the zone. Now taken by the 52 of Halcroft as he sends it across. Able to connect on the pass to Ducalo. Has Stankiewicz with him in the zone. Looking to go to Halcroft. Connolly there trying to break it up. Back up to the point. At the blue line, that shot fired through, blocked in front by Ty Schneider as he gets hauled down. We're going to get a penalty on the play. To the power play will go Ryder, as this is picked up here by Zito. Still delayed power play as he's going to skate it back into his own end with the extra skater on.
Yeah, and this is what Ryder does best on these delayed penalty situations, playing keep away from this West Virginia team and trying to pot a goal here early with a goaltender pulled on the delay call.
McKeach driving in, now below the goal line now, looking for an option, has to find Zito. Now to Ty Schneider, winds up the one-timer cannon. That one's blocked in front and touched up by Stankiewicz. And going to the box will be Tyler Halcroft. It's going to be a tripping call. Or hooking, rather. I thought that was going to be a trip.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised on that one.
But either way, Bronx will go to the power play. They scored 6 seconds into the man advantage in yesterday's game. So off the draw here on the power play. Ryder can't win that face-off. Taken and went back up to the point there. Rauch is able to keep it in as Connolly lost his stick. Bennett on the puck. Bennett with it. Finds Marin. Looking, trying to play across the Rauch. That one in front from Pape goes wide as Rauch gets on the puck again. Rauch to Bennett. Back to Rauch. Tries to play a pass through, couldn't do it as Starr looks to clear, can't do so yet, as that one's just thrown out of the zone, and they're going to say that Briggs grabbed that one with his glove and threw it out.
I mean, that was a pretty much textbook hand pass there on that play there from Briggs. 25 gone in the power play. Surprised he just didn't try to whack at him. Surprised that he put his glove entirely around it.
As Rauch will pick this up. Bennett with it again across now to Marin. Back to Bennett looking for Rauch. And a little surprised we haven't seen a couple people out on the ice yet. Haven't seen Cercio, haven't seen Schneider yet hop on. As Coach Fox down there for Ryder giving the rest of the guys some time. Haven't seen McDermott either, as this is taken here by Bennett.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the top line for today. And just trying to give those guys as much rest as possible. Feel out this West Virginia team on the second end of the back-to-back. And so far, doing really well.
As this one's kept here by Rauch. A big block in front there by Starr. Just couldn't get it to go as it's taken away here by Ambrosi. Ambrosi the other way, shorthanded. 49 seconds left to go on the power play. He drives in. That one in on to Givarowski, and he's able to hold on. No whistle yet. West Virginia thought it went over the line. Referees say no as we continue here.
And that was borderline right on the goal line. I thought that may have gone between the 5 holes of Trev, and West Virginia clamoring that went in for a shorty.
It was definitely close, that's for sure, as Cusimano looks for an option, plays across here to Schneider. Back to Cusimano again. He looks, fires, that one saved there by Bernier. He's trying to cover way out of his cage. Puck still loose as it goes back up to Schneider. Ty sends this one lower, able to find Connolly, bounces by him. Ambrosi able to get this one up and out for the clear with 4 seconds left to go on the power play.
Yeah, and Bernier got bailed out by his defense, being about 12 feet in front of where it was supposed to be. And fortunately, it was pitched out, and Ryder not able to convert on their first man advantage opportunity of the night. Still leads in the shot category 8-1.
As this one gets sent all the way back, Starr will go back and collect here, and that will go for an icing here on the Bronx.
Yeah, just a routine icing call there against Reiner. Will be a face-off to left-hand side of Trevor Givarowski. Starr wins it off the draw. That was blocked in front, and numbers coming back the other way for the Bronx.
Schneider with it. He fires a high-flying shot, goes up and over the bar as Turner collects here. Finds Blazak. Has Zito with him, looking to go back to Blazak, just can't find him as the pass lane got blocked. As Turner fires, that one's blocked away there by Halcroft. Ducalo with it. This one bounced off the back of the goal there as it's stuck right in front. Zito tried to fire, somehow Bernier able to make the pad save. Puck still in the zone. Ducalo with it up off the glass. Trying to get it out, can't do it. Turner tries to put that one back in, looking for the redirect in front with Gingras as it's picked up here by Carnell in his own ends.
A couple of really good chances in front of, like that those two redirect plays there from both Gingras and McKeach.
As this goes out the other way here, Carnell to Halcroft, looking for a lane. He fires, kicked aside by Trevor. His second save of the afternoon now, as Pape sends this one in. Hops by Bernier. Rauch tries to lay back here to Turner, bounced away from him as Briggs picks it up across to Wogish. Wogish trying to toe drag fire, couldn't do so. Blazak stopped it as Pape picks it up. Has Rauch on his right side. Pape walking in, he fires, glove down there by Bernier, stretching out to hold on, and we get the whistle with 11:11 left to go in the first period.
Not sure if I agree with that shot selection there, as we got a lot of ones on the board except on the score sheet. But
and that is a whole bunch of ones.
Yeah, as Rauch, I think that shot was going about 6 or 7 feet wide, and Bernier, I'm surprised he didn't try to get the, I'm surprised he stopped the puck for an offensive or defensive zone draw for the Mountaineers.
Well, I think that's what Rauch's goal was to just throw it on net, force Bernier to hold on for the offensive zone draw as it's picked up here by the 21 of Wogish again. He sends to Briggs. Briggs along the boards with Bennett. Briggs with it again. He fires that one in on to Givarowski. He's able to hold on, got it right in the breadbasket.
Another good save there from Trev, officially his second of the afternoon. Taking a look at his statistics, 12-7-2 coming into tonight, with a 3.33 GAA evenly and an astounding 926 save percentage for the senior from nearby Bensalem, Pennsylvania. The next home game that we'll have here in about 2 weeks' time, senior night, for all these seniors on this rider program, and set to be a fantastic final home game of the season against St. Joe's.
Should be a good one.
I'll preview the rest of the remaining schedule later on in the broadcast. To say it is a doozy of a schedule would be an understatement.
That is for sure. Taking on Penn State 2 times next weekend. It's going to be a big weekend, looking for the Broncs to try and sweep that weekend if they can, earn some much-needed points in the ACCHL Premier. Would be a crucial weekend for them. If they can at least split the weekend with Penn State, would be great for them, as McDermott has it in front. That one stopped there by Schneider as Cercio tries to get on it. He gets hauled down and will draw the call. And just as that top line comes out on the ice for their first shift of the game, look what they do, draw a penalty.
Exactly. That was a beautiful fast break there. Started by McDermott, tried to feed Schneider right in the low slot. Coming crashing in with Cercio, gets boarded right into the dasher and draws a hit from behind penalty to set up Riders' second man advantage right at the midway point in the first. That is exactly what this top line does, and they're going to remain out there for the power play. And what a buzzsaw that this PP unit is going to be. McDermott, Cercio, Schneider, Blazak, and McKeach. Oh boy, Riders got probably a good 95% chance of scoring on this man advantage, if I don't say so myself.
They've got all the big guns out there, and it's going to be Dylan Williams going to the box, as it seems like the clock actually got started by accident, so they're going to try and reset it here. I think they're just going to wait the 5 seconds to restart the clock. So
it should
down
be,
at the scorers table.
It should be 9:59 on the clock, because that was right at the midway point.
So they'll wait the 5 seconds as that one is cleared all the way down there by Dylan Young, as it's picked up here by Givarowski. Lays off for Cole Schneider. Sends here to Blazak. Blazak across, looking, as it's taken here by Palahunic. Sends this one all the way back into the Bronx end as Stankiewicz gives chase here on Schneider. Hard up against the boards, Stankiewicz on Schneider. He's able to take the puck away. Stankiewicz with it in the offensive zone. Takes a big hit there from Schneider, and that's going to be a penalty, and he's not happy about it. And McDermott just sends the puck into the boards. And Cole is very unhappy about that call as he will head to the penalty box.
Tom Cercio talking to the referee about it, and he is absolutely incensed, and he's got every right to be, because that was not, I don't know if they're going to call that a hit from behind or a charge.
I think they're actually just going to call it a roughing penalty, honestly. And I wonder if Cole is actually going to get a 2 and 10 here for slashing his stick against the glass and throwing the glove and stuff like that in the penalty box. We'll have to see. So as the referees figure things out here, 9:24 left to go in the first period. Still a 0-0 game. Shots 14-2 right now. And the referees taking a while to discuss that with the scorers table, so we'll have to see what Cole is going to get. Referees now talking with Coach Fox. And Cole was irate at that call. So we'll play some 4-on-4 as refs are now going to go over to West Virginia. And it seems like going into the box is Convery, so I think Cole does have a 2 and 10.
And that is not what you want to see for Ryder, is one of your biggest guns offensively stuck in the box there for game misconduct. It's only a 10-minute misconduct, so he'll be back in the game early in the second period, but play on 4-on-4 here. It's not what you want, especially to go on a 4-on-4. And I recall this similar incident happening in the last time that West Virginia played a Ryder in a weekend set 2 years ago.
Yeah, something very similar happened in those games.
I think Eddie Coyne was, or it was probably Nick Padula, got dogged down with a weird call. And as Trevor Givarowski stops that one, I think Padula got called down with a weird call, and then he got dogged for a 2 and a 10 for an unsportsmanlike penalty, for unsportsmanlike misconduct. And then I think that was the game that ended up going into overtime, where, funny enough, Cole Schneider scored in overtime. It's the weird patterns like that over the course of like the last 4 or 5 years of Ryder hockey that you just pick up on, Carollo.
Oh yeah, especially since myself and Eric, who was here yesterday, we've been calling games for 5 years now, and you've been calling games for 2 now. It's the little patterns, like you said, that we've noticed over the past couple of years. As this one goes back for Cole's brother, Ty. 55 seconds left to go, a 4-on-4 as he skates it into the zone. Has McKeach on his other side. Ty fires that one off the save there by Bernier. Another stop. Connolly trying to rush there and get it, couldn't do so. Palahunic got there first as this one spun out of the zone.
And that was a crucial stick check there by Palahunic. Taking that away as Ty got whacked right in the leg. Referees don't have a call there.
Taken here by Palahunic again. Played across, able to find Briggs. Into the zone. Check there by Cercio. Briggs with it across, trying to get the shot on. They couldn't do so. That was the 86 of Will Blair, who was looking to try and put that one home. West Virginia still haven't found a way to beat Trevor Givarowski so far this weekend. Got shut out 5-0 yesterday. A 50-save shutout for Trev, as we mentioned earlier in the game, as McKeach has the puck. Looking back up to the point here for Benner. Plays this one across. McDermott walking in. He fires that one, saved there by Bernier with the shoulder. Now a power play here for the Mountaineers as Cercio tries to keep it in the zone shorthanded. Up off the high glass, it takes a bump into the netting, but we're going to play on. Guess the referees didn't see that one as Williams skates this in. Williams fires that one kicked aside by Trevor. Kept in the zone here by Gallagher as he sends that around. Ferguson to Williams. 8 seconds left to go on the power play, and then Convery's going to come out of the box. Starr with it. Sends it back to Williams. Looking for a shooting lane. Can't do so. Bronx covering all of them as we're back to 5-on-5. That one goes up and over the bar of Givarowski as Gallagher goes back up to the point. Carnell fires. That one trickles wide. Shot 16-6 right now with 7:12 left to go in the frame. Starr sends in. McDermott goes back to collect here. Able to keep it away for a second. Gets by another skater. Looking to get by a third. Can't do so that time as he nearly got pickpocketed by Howcroft. Taken here, though, by McKeach up off the boards. Had 2 goals yesterday was on hat trick watch in that third period as Best goes into the corner there with the 16 of Zito. Zito in his third game back here sends this one to Bennett. Walking in Bennett right in front. That one kicked aside by Bernier on Pape. Pape with it again. Cycling here to Cusimano. Lays back here to Pape. Now down below the goal line. Gets by Best. Pape still cycling around here in the zone. Lays here to Blazak. Able to keep it along the wall. Back to Pape. Tried to get the shot off. Just had to put it down into the corner as it's taken by Jansky and sent around. Cusimano with it again. Now down to Zito. Zito almost got hit there by Best as Jansky is going to get that one out of the zone. Howcroft trying to get by Bennett, and that's going to be another call there on the Bronx. And Bennett is upset now with the referees.
And Jake might get another 2 and a 10 there as he was screaming right at the referees. And I'm going to say this serviceably because I know that Mike Kennedy is watching. We saw that these referees were the same ones down at Widener on Friday night. And for Mike Kennedy, if you're listening, you know exactly what that means. It's going to be an uphill battle so far against Riders. Bennett is absolutely incensed. He'll join Cole Schneider in the box, and I think it might just be 2 minutes for hooking. We'll have to see if anything else goes up, but my goodness. Riders just cannot catch a break as Bennett will go 2 for hooking.
That was, it was definitely a penalty there on Bennett. He got his stick in between the shoulder and the side there of the West Virginia player. So it was a penalty, but we saw a lot of that yesterday where it was being let go for both teams. And this one's taken here by West Virginia now on their second power play of the game as Blair will keep it. But like we were saying, and like you said, Trey, here at BSB, we've seen these referees this weekend already. So like you said, an uphill battle as you were down at Widener on Friday. Obviously, we didn't have the stream since we had some internet problems down there. But there were, let's just say, some not very good calls as there were some rough ones. Coach Mike Kennedy for Widener getting kicked out of that game. So if you are watching, Mike, trust me, we know. We understand when it comes to the rough calls.
Insert Don LaGreca quote, "We know" here, screaming at the top of his lungs as trying to pitch it out of there was Rauch.
Kept in the zone here by West Virginia. Good job by Gallagher to keep it. Down to a minute left to go on the power play. Goes back up to Blair. Blair cycling, trying to fire. That one's blocked by Call as it's sent back around by Gallagher. Ambrosi looking in the corner, spinning away from Jackson Call. Goes back up to Blair again. Blair trying to send through. That one's picked off there by McDermott, and it comes out of the zone on the clear. Briggs across, able to connect on the pass to Carnell. He walks in. Carnell with it. Back up to the point for Ducalo. Rushing to the net front there was Howcroft as it's played back to Ambrosi. Just couldn't connect on the feed.
And that would have been a great shot right from about the lower Ovechkin office there from Ambrosi, and he just was a little too far behind the play.
Howcroft back up to the point. Palahunic sends this one back in deep for Ducalo. 12 seconds left to go on the power play as that one skips right in on to Givorowski, and he will hold on with the glove. .402 left to go here in period number 1. Shot 17-7 right now in favor of the Bronx. It's been a good first period so far for both teams. Obviously, Ryder having the majority of the chances in the O-zone with the big shot disparity as this one's kept here by Palahunic. Fires a blast from the point a couple feet wide of the cage as it's taken by Zito. He nearly got ran over as he just avoided that check from Williams, had to duck under it.
Holy Christmas. Dylan Williams pulling a Jacob Trouba, going face first right into the dasher. Fortunately, he's able to get up after that. Goodness me.
As that one's held on to on the shot from the point, Bernier able to hold on to that one, got it right in the chest from Turner. But yeah, Williams was looking for a big-time check there, and Coach Fox over on the bench pointing at the referees. So already the Rider squad, we saw with both the Cole Schneider penalties and the Bennett penalties, unhappy with the refereeing. As that one's held on to by Bernier again, has stopped all 19 that he's faced, excuse me. And on the other side, Trevor has stopped all 8 in this one so far. Perfect 58 for 58 in the last 2 games.
It also just shows the amount of rubber that's been being thrown towards Trevor's way. I believe we're on something like a 13-game streak of where Givarowski has had to make 35 or more saves in every game. He had to make 50 yesterday evening. I believe it was, the number was like 37 shots from Drexel Friday night. And ever since then, against the Maryland game right here at home, that was insane. Both Maryland games, in fact, he had to make more than 35 saves. So a lot of rubber has been thrown Trev's way.
As that one is saved there by Bernier. He's getting his workout in for this one as well. Already faced 21 here in the first period, as this is taken by Ducalo. Down the near side boards, Yeoman lays into him, poked away there by Trevor. Kept here by Stankiewicz. The captain sends this one across. Palahunic waffle boarded into the corner there by Givarowski as Ducalo has it again. Stankiewicz with it. 2:45 left to go here in the opening frame of action between the Bronx and West Virginia, as it's taken by Stankiewicz. Back up to the point. Young, he fires. That one kicked aside by Trevor again, as it's kept by Palahunic. Good keep there as this one goes lower to Howcroft. Looking to center, no one was there. As Yeoman got to stick to it, he takes a bump. Kept in, though, at the point. Now it's cleared there by Ryder as it goes all the way down for Dylan Young. Young nearly got pickpocketed by Marin as Cercio kicks it forward. This second line put back together now for the Bronx of McKeach, Cercio, and Marin, as this is taken by Starr. Starr gets it up and out of the zone, plays here to the 20 of Briggs. Driving in, fires a shot. That one's blocked by Call as it goes up off the glass, up to Marin. Now to Cercio. Nice little cut by move as he walks into the zone, has McKeach on his left side as Cercio just sends the puck around behind the goal line. Along the wall, picked up and taken by the Mountaineers as Wogish has it right in front of the Ryder bench. Nearly took a hit there from Cole, but he's able to walk in, plays the pass across, but it's broken up there by Ty Schneider. As that one takes a hop on the top of the glass and the netting, and we'll get the whistle here with just under 90 seconds left to go in the first period.
And again, taking a look at Jackson Bernier over on the other side of the ice. He's 21 for 21 so far. Has been really stout so far in the opening little bit of this game. And the best thing about that, he is a freshman. 4-5-2 on the season coming into today. And the Mountaineers have definitely found a diamond in the rough with this kid. He's got 3 more seasons with this Mountaineers program. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes up to their D1 program in a couple of years.
Wouldn't be surprised either, as this is taken here by Ambrosi for a second. This one goes back up to the point. Bennett able to keep it in with the glove. Bennett had it knocked away as Starr sends it out, looking to send it across to Eckhoff. Eckhoff with it. He fires. That one held onto by Trevor, as it looks like McKeach just went to the locker room. Possibly a equipment issue there. We saw one yesterday in the game where one of the West Virginia skaters' skate blades came off, and somehow the play didn't get blown dead. There was about 20 seconds of him trying to get off the ice, where somehow it didn't get blown down. But either way, McKeach will have to try and keep an eye on for if he comes back for the second.
It also happened in the William Patterson game, and that was about a minute and a half of Dante Amato just trying to army crawl all the way back to the locker room. And of course, the Lions being shut out by William Patterson yesterday, but we've seen it a lot in every single level of hockey this season, from ACHA to us covering the USPHL hockey with the Chiefs. Even EHL hockey had that happen with the Little Flyers Premier team with 34 seconds to go in the first.
It's those detachable skate blades that just pop in and pop out, as we're going to get a whistle here, and it looks like Cusimano is trying to get back up to his feet. I wonder if he just lost one.
I believe that he did.
It looks like he did.
Basically just putting an explanation point on what we're trying to make, as Cusimano is able to hobble back to the bench.
Looks like he's trying to shake off his knee there.
I don't know if he may have just got banged up on that play. I don't know if that was necessarily an equipment issue, but tough break for the Staten Island, New York native.
As a big hit down in the corner by Cercio. My goodness, what a collision. Took down Carnell as it goes out the other way for Ferguson. Ferguson walking in back across, looking for Williams. Turner was there on the back check as Cercio gets it up off the glass and out, as we're going to get a penalty here on the play potentially. Cercio just got ran into. there by Carnell, and I think he's going to go to the box. It's going to be a roughing call on Carnell.
And indeed it will be so. Late power play opportunity with 3 seconds to go for Ryder, who's 0 for 2 on the man advantage. Carnell to the sin bin for the next 3 seconds, so an abbreviated man advantage opportunity for the Bronx going into this second period. If they're not able to convert in the final 3 seconds of the first, we'll see if Fox likes to pull Trevor Givarowski. He's not going to do so.
We saw that yesterday at the end of the second period for West Virginia, as this is taken and dumped all the way down there by the Mountaineers to round out the first period. So tied at 0 apiece, just the way we started here after 1 period of play. Shots 21-12 in favor of the Bronx, but we are tied at 0. Bronx are going to have a minute 57 on the power play to start the second period, but we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the second period of action. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. My name's Corolla Pascal, joined alongside by Trey Wright, here for the second game between the Bronx and West Virginia. We're heading into the second period now. As we get ready to go, just want to thank you once again for joining us here on this one for this snowy Rider University Bronx game. As snow's starting to come down right now, it's not sticking yet, but it probably will be by the time this period's over. Still a 0-0 game after one period of play. Shots 21-12 in favor of the Bronx, and they've got a power play to start this frame. 1:57 on the man advantage to kick off the second period.
Yeah, and recapping that first period, that was definitely heavy on the offense for Rider. Spectacular goaltending so far from the 30 of Jackson Bernier. Bernier 21 for 21, putting up a similar performance to what we've seen from Trevor Gavorowski this weekend so far. Rider just trying to get the offense going. Some good freshman goaltending, some good young blood goaltending there from West Virginia, trying to keep themselves into it. But they're trying to figure out Trevor Gavorowski over on the other side of the ice and trying to get as many shots as they did last night. Like we said, had 50 yesterday evening, 12 after the first period so far. All you need is one to try to take the lead here, but a crucial penalty kill for West Virginia after going 2 for 4 on the man disadvantage yesterday, like we said yesterday. Almost a non-existent penalty kill, killing only just one penalty this season coming into yesterday. Killed 2 yesterday evening in the 5-0 loss. You got to get another one here. You've killed 2 so far. Looking to set the new high mark in penalties killed here in this young season.
Yes, they are, as they look to try and kill this one off against the Bronx to start the middle frame, and we're off here for the second period. Taken here by Rider. Cercio with the puck. In the neutral zone, gets by Stankiewicz. He sends in. Bronx going to try and dump and chase here as Bernier lays it off. Pelikunik sends around. McDermott able to keep it in the zone. McKeach is there with him. Trying to go back to Schneider. Able to keep it in the zone just enough there as it goes the other way for Stankiewicz. Has Ducala with him. Lays off to him. Ducala with it. He fires that one right into Gavorowski, and he's able to hold on as Trevor looked to try and play it dumb. Cercio lost an edge and went flying over towards McKeach.
Slipping right on the banana peel over towards the hash marks. Don't think I've seen that as Liam Yeoman prevented from crashing into the dasher. A defensive zone draw for Rider after a quick shorthanded break there for West Virginia. Trying to get a shorty. Rider had one yesterday, courtesy of Cole Schneider, who in the next whistle will come out of the box after serving his 10-minute misconduct to bring it back to a full bench for the Bronx.
McKeach driving in with the puck below the goal line, looking to try and get set up here in the zone with 1:12 left to go on the power play. Ty Schneider back to McKeach again. McKeach to Cercio. Looking for some options here at the top of the zone. He tries to fire a shot. That one got deflected by Stankiewicz, and it's cleared there by the Mountaineers.
Like we said at the top of the broadcast, Dom Cercio 1 point away from 100 career points in a Rider uniform, and he's got the vulcanized rubber on the tape right now.
Cercio with it. Feeds here to Blazak, looking to try and find that one in front. Couldn't do so. As McDermott has it again to McKeach. He fired a shot. Didn't get all of it as it went into the corner.
He didn't get any of it. He got it just off the heel of the stick.
As this goes to Cercio at the blue line. Weighs his options as he walks through. That one gets deflected and goes into the Bernier glove as he will hold on here with 27 seconds left to go on the power play.
Yeah, that was Blair with a good defensive stick there. Able to get things going here for this West Virginia penalty kill, which has been stout so far in this game. 27 seconds away from going 3 for 3. And again, these Rider skaters is their third game in a row. Definitely tired. So you're going to see the offense lacking just a little bit here, and we'll see if they're able to just try to pull out the win. Not as big as yesterday's win, but it's going to be a hard-fought victory if you want to get so.
Rauch back up to Bennett. Can't keep it in at the blue line as it comes out of the zone. 5 seconds left to go on the power play as Rauch tips this in. Jansky with the puck up the boards, finds Blair. Able to clear as Carnell comes out of the box. Briggs with him back to 5-on-5. Carnell tried to walk in. He lost an edge as well as this one sent around along the boards, kept in by Jansky again.
And that was exactly the point I was trying to make, as Bennett wasn't able to get there in time about 30 seconds ago. He's got the puck on the tape right now. Not as sharp, energy-wise, our Rider. Again, back end of a back-to-back-to-back. West Virginia only playing on 1 day or no days rest after one game. Riders already got 120 minutes played this weekend of hockey. They got about 40 more to go here. Just trying to find a little bit more into the tank. It's a 3-on-2 for the Mountaineers the other way.
Ambrosi with it. He fires in on to Givorowski. He makes the save. Still with the puck. Mountaineers now buzzing here in the offensive zone as Connolly tried to get there, couldn't do it. Bennett with it again. Looking for Connolly up along the boards. Ambrosi there. Taken and picked up here by the 68 of Smith, the alternate captain. Looking for somebody in front. That one deflected up and over. Garrig Eckhoff was right in front. Tried to get it top shelf there on the tip-in as Gingras goes the other way. Finds Connolly. Lays back to Zito. He fires. That one goes just by Bernier. On the second chance, it gets tapped away. Went just up and over the bar there for Connolly. Would have been John's first goal of the year. And we stay 0-0. And you were talking about the tired legs for the Bronx earlier, Trey. And one thing that Coach Fox has always talked about and tried to instill in this core is endurance. Mm-hmm. They've talked about it all year. We've talked to a ton of the guys. The off-season training is intense, to say the least. When it comes to
it's military-style training is what it is.
It definitely is like that. And
no, it's exactly similar to Navy SEAL training is what I've been told by Alex Blazak and Dom Cercio. It is intensive, but especially in the college hockey world where you're going to get a lot of back-to-backs and quite a few back-to-back-to-backs as well. It's a lot, and it's a lot on the human body. It's playing 180 minutes of the hardest sport to play on earth. You definitely need to get there in time, as Cercio will win it. You just got to relay into it. You've got to have that endurance. Is knocked hard to the sheet of ice. Good Lord, was that McKeach that got
Yes,
decked?
It was.
Holy jizz.
As McKeach actually broke one of the player's sticks on the play on that collision, as trying to get his back as Turner, as this is taken and knocked away there by Ryder. Jansky with it, fakes the shot, poked away there by Cercio, trying to get on the loose puck, can't do it. Best is there to recover. Cercio trying to get it away from him. Along the boards, lays the body as they go down together. Jansky sends this around. Cusimano able to keep it in. Good to see him back out on the ice after that possible injury before. As a 2-on-1 goes the other way here. Stankiewicz, he fires Givorowski, able to make his best save of the afternoon.
And the best opportunity of the afternoon so far for the Mountaineers. That was a great play there. They're from Stankiewicz, just trying to get their first goal of the weekend for West Virginia. Another opportunity the other direction there with a 62 of Carnell.
As that one's fired on, Stankiewicz was there. He has it again off the rebound as Ducalo walking in. Trying to drive that one through was Howcroft in front. Stankiewicz with it, got pickpocketed there by Mike Connolly as it goes back up to the point. Starr fires. That one blocked away by McKeach. Looking to spring out the other way, trying to get on it is Connolly in a foot race here with Carnell. No icing, they wave it off.
That was a dead heat right at the line. I think the West Virginia skater may have been a little bit out in front, but nonetheless, we continue to play as Ryder basically clogging everything in the defensive zone.
As walking right in on to Givorowski, he makes the stop on Howcroft, but Rauch is going to go to the box.
And I think that's definitely a penalty you've got to take there if you're Justin Rauch. I believe they're going to call that either a hook or a trip, but that was a play right in front. Rauch was able to get there at the last second, get the stick a little bit in the legs, and we'll take another look at the penalty here.
So as this puck got sent into the zone here, it was Stankiewicz with the chance in front. Or actually, that was Howcroft, excuse me, as he got hauled down there by Rauch. So now to the power play go West Virginia. They've been very good on the man advantage so far this year. Coming into yesterday's game was at 40% on the season. 40th best power play in the ACHA Men's Division II. We're 6 for 15 coming into yesterday's game as that one goes wide of the cage. Call gets it and will send it the length of the ice. And out of the box is Cole Schneider. He goes onto the ice right here for the penalty kill.
It's good to see this PK come on that was able to get a shorthanded goal with Schneider yesterday evening in the 5-0 win.
Taken into the zone, played across, looking for Briggs, has that pickpocketed. Cercio out the other way here with Schneider. 2-on-1 shorthanded. Cercio with it to Schneider, pass just too far to handle as it goes down here to Dom. Dom tried to put that one home, just rang off the outside of the far post.
That was a good redirection there from Bernier, just barely able to get to the other side, and Cercio saw a little bit of daylight there between Bernier's pad and the post and just rang it off the outside.
As this is taken back here by Joseph Palahunic, the senior from McKees Rocks, PA, as trying to drive in. Now that one stopped there by McDermott and cleared off the stick of Ducalo. 40 seconds left to go here in the power play for West Virginia. Picked up by Ambrosi, sends this across to Stankiewicz. He whiffed on the pass as it's taken there by Pape for a second as Howcroft gets it back in the zone. Howcroft fighting there with Cusimano as Stankiewicz picks it up along the hash marks, back up to Palahunic. Palahunic across, able to find the pass through as that one nearly knocked away there by Blazak. Takes a hop to Palahunic again. He fires, that one deflected into the corner. Back to Stankiewicz now. 10 seconds left on the power play. In the corner, Howcroft hit along the boards there by Cusimano. Picked up by Ambrosi. Up to the point, Palahunic with it. He fires, that one stopped there by McDermott as it goes to Blazak, and it's cleared. Back to 5-on-5. Good kill there as Rauch comes out of the box. And Givarowski is going to have to come out and play that one. Sends it away there from Howcroft as McDermott gets it up and out of the zone. Sent right back in by Stankiewicz as Cusimano sends this one right into the bench there of the Bronx.
Nearly went off of Larry Walker's head there on that pitch out, but approaching the midway point in the second period. Shots 23-19 in favor of Ryder, and another good penalty kill for the Bronx, clogging up everything inside the dots, especially in that middle to lower slot area, not able to get anything in the high danger area for West Virginia, where they have been able to score a lot of goals this season. Ryder doing their greatest job of trying to do a little bit of pregame scouting going into the weekend.
As this is taken here by Dom. On the backhand, pulls up, takes a check into the boards there from Williams as McKeach trying to keep it in the zone. He's able to do so for a second. Now it comes back out here to Benner. Benner nearly took a check there from Gallagher as he got a stick knocked away, as Benner might take a penalty here. Or actually, it looks like
Gallagher.
Looks like it might be on West Virginia, as Yeoman will lay this one back here. So the Bronx are going to go to the power play yet again, but they're going to get the extra skater on here for some extra time as Bennett overskates that one. Walked in here by Marin. Marin with it, tried to lay it back to Yeoman, just couldn't do so as West Virginia touch up.
It's a little bit of an iffy call that could have gone both ways realistically. It'll be another really good opportunity for the Bronx. It'll be a slashing call against Gallagher. And again, Gallagher and Benner getting into it over on the left-hand side. And I'm surprised they called that a slash and not maybe a hold.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at the actual call. But either way.
And Gallagher doesn't agree with it. He's shaking his head all the way to the box.
So either way, to the power play go the Bronx yet again. Haven't been successful yet today here on the power play, as this one is taken by Dom on the hash marks up against Ducalo. Sends around here to McDermott, looks to go back to Cercio, gets by Schneider at the point and comes out. And one thing I've noticed so far is West Virginia playing more physical than they did yesterday. Ryder really dominated the physicality in yesterday's game, but in this one, West Virginia has had a lot of good pressure, laying the body a lot, and being a lot more physical on the board battles.
Again, it just goes into the energy disparity that we're talking about, as trying to drive the zone there was Ducalo. And Mountaineers have got about a day's more energy. You know, being able to shake off the bus legs after 40 minutes of play yesterday, kept that game even throughout that entire third period. And this has been a relatively even game so far. Just about even the shot category, about a 4-shot disparity. And on the score sheet, halfway home through the game, still 0-0. Looking a lot like the William Patterson TCNJ game that we called here earlier. As Cercio just sends that one behind the cage.
Dangerous chance there for Dom. Like we said, looking for 100 points here in this one. Just one off as this finds Blazak. He fires, that goes wide. Dom trying to get on it. Cercio sends to McDermott, looking in front. McKeach has that one bounce off his skate. On the doorstep was Blazak. It got poked away there by Bernier. Kept in the zone, though, there by Cole Schneider. Looking for Dom. Has it off his skates. Trying to play to McDermott. Looking to tap it, and Bernier got the paddle down and knocked it away at the last second.
Veteran save there from Bernier, keeping this game scoreless with 20 to go in the man advantage.
Down in the corner. Kept in by McKeach at the point. 15 seconds left to go on the power play. Cole sends lower to Blazak in front, looking for McKeach on the back door. Couldn't connect as Stankiewicz takes it out. 7 seconds left to go. 2-on-1 forming here as Stankiewicz tries to walk by Cole. Got by him, but Givarowski is there to make the save. And Stankiewicz looks to the sky. He wanted that one. And Givarowski doing what he does best, bailing out this Rider team when they need him the most.
Exactly. Again, he has done so much of that this season. Like we alluded to, basically speed running the all-time record for saves, not only for the Bronx, but also for the M2 record. I think he's got to have made north of about 1,500 saves coming into tonight. I'll check it during intermission, but it's got to be up there in the save category, Carollo.
You're probably right, as a 3-on-2 forming here for West Virginia, trying to fire this one right in front, and finally they're able to beat Givarowski. Carnell got in front, found himself some loose change and potted it home, and West Virginia have the 1-0 lead.
First goal of the weekend goes to Caleb Carnell, his second of the season from the senior from Wheeling. And he absolutely nailed that one into the back of the net. Givarowski had no idea where it was. And take another look at it. Just trying to get there in time. Odd man rush the other way. Numbers for the Mountaineers.
It was kind of a broken play. That puck bounced right off of Carnell's side, actually. And it just fell right to his stick there, and he just put it home as Givarowski was still sliding.
But nobody was home in the lower slot. Those gritty, high-danger chances from the Mountaineers they're able to get the majority of their success. The Rider was doing such a good job of that yesterday, doing a really good job in the first half of this game, and McDermott was just out there in no man's land all by himself, had no reinforcements, and Carnell was able to just get around. And West Virginia will say thank you very much for the red light. Givarowski's shutout bid in back-to-back games will end at 23 shots. Again, he has faced a lot of rubber and basically speed running those two records this season. And now his offense is just got to get into as Cusimano got held there by Eckhoff.
Well, Cusimano laid the body in there on him as he slammed him right up against the Rider bench. As back to get this is Ambrosi. Bernier leaves it for him as Schneider gives chase on him. Shots now knotted up at 24 apiece as this is taken by Eckhoff again. Eckhoff into the zone. Cusimano trying to keep him to the outside, able to do so and poke the puck away as Cercio picks it up. Cercio driving in, trying to split the defense, walk through, got the shot off, but it's saved by Bernier. That would have been a highlight reel goal if he had converted, my goodness.
How about that for your 100th career point? Just barely not able to get there as West Virginia will ice this down the other way. 7:03 to go in the second. 1-0 Mountaineers.
And Dom doing Dom things.
How many different players are we able to say that for? Trev doing Trev things, Dom doing Dom things,
Cole doing Cole things,
Rouch and Padula doing Rouch and Padula things. And now we're going to start saying McKeach doing McKeach things, Bennett doing Bennett things, and hopefully Ty Schneider doing Ty Schneider things as he rings that one off of Bernier's pads.
There's a whole bunch of players on this Rider team that we could really say all of that for. I mean, we have two players on the team with time at the end of their phrases. We've got Dom time and Trevor time as well. As Givarowski will collect this puck, lays here for Jackson Cole. The West Bountiful Utah native sends this one around, kept in the zone though here by Ferguson as this one's put back in deep. Sent for Williams, looking right out in front. They couldn't get it on target off the shot in the middle. Palahunic plays across. This one from Carnell again. Kicked aside, looking for Gallagher right on the doorstep. As Cercio sends out here to Schneider. Schneider tried to play for his brother Ty, just couldn't connect. As it bounces back for Cole, he sends in as Ty had to get back on side.
Yeah, and Gallagher just right place, right time with the puck just barely skipping over him in the blue paint.
As it's taken here by Dom, he gets hauled down on the play. No call, we continue on. Him and Carnell came together as they have some words.
After everything that's been called in this game so far, I'm shocked that they didn't call that a trip.
As this is picked up here by Williams and sent out of the zone. Out the other direction. Here goes Ferguson. Got pickpocketed there by call, and it looks like there might have been an extra skater on the ice here for West Virginia. They were trying to get off quickly, as I think it might have been called down for offside.
Yeah, a little confusion there from the Mountaineers. Doesn't look like they're going to be dogged for the Ranger penalty. But again, a really good back check there from Call, breaking up that odd man rush and keeping this a 1-0 deficit. Now Riders got 25 minutes and 40 seconds. Try to find one in the back of the net. Being an all-star in the cage right now has been Jackson Bernier. As a Bennett, or rather, was I Bennett or Yeoman there?
That was Yeoman.
He got sandwiched into the boards, and the Rider bench calling for another penalty.
As this one meant for Blazak just goes away from him, dumped into the zone, and they're going to wave off the icing here as Bennett goes back to collect. 5:22 left to go here in the second period. Bennett gets pickpocketed. Stankiewicz with it. Walking in, Stankiewicz, he fires. That one rings off the iron.
That just pang right off of the post and about 2 inches away from this being a 2-0 game, Mountaineers.
And it seems like those tired legs for the Bronx starting to kick in a little bit here as McKeach just got yanked down. The Rider faithful wanted one that time as Givarowski pokes it away. Out the other way, here goes Yeoman with Blazak on his left. Yeoman into the zone, puts one on to Bernier. Rebound knocked away there from Pape as it's picked up here by Ducalo. Into the zone he goes. Can't get by Rouch as he lost his twig. Played back here in front looking for Halcroft. He gets steered away. Cusimano with it again. Back up to Ducalo. One's up the blast. That one stopped by Givarowski on the goal line. It's cleared in front there by Yeoman.
What a save there, Liam Yeoman. Add that one to your highlight reel. Keeping this game close. That one went right between Trev's wickets. And Yeoman right on the goal line. Making probably the save of the night so far.
Possibly the save of the year for the Bronx right there. And we'll take another look at it. Yeoman, an excellent job to get the stick in behind Trevor. The shot came through, somehow snuck through Trevor's legs, as it'll come from just about in between the circle and the blue line, and Yeoman right away knocked it out of the way with the stick and immediately waved his hands. The referee did as well, and good job on the ref to get down there at the goal line to see that puck as it's picked up here by Wogish. Wogish.
Now the Rider offense just trying to reward this defense who has done everything that they can as Rouch dumps Wogish right into the dasher.
Connolly able to get a stick on that one as Palahunic can't keep it. McDermott with it. Trying to dance through. McDermott with it onto the backhand. He fires that one. Saved by Bernier, and he holds on. The freshman from Palm Beach Gardens, Florida, has played great so far here in this one. 28 for 28 here in this game. And over on the other side, Givarowski, 27 for 28.
Both offense high flying, similar to what we saw yesterday evening in terms of shots. It's going to be one heck of a third period coming up here, especially if Rider can get on the board late in this second.
Trying to drive in now is Ambrosi, looking to get by Call, trying to lay back. No one was there as the late man in was Eckhoff, just a little bit behind the play as Ambrosi. Some speedy skating here, drove into the zone quickly and walked by Jackson Call. Taken here by Smith. Smith, he fires. That one takes a hop off of Call's stick as it's kept by Smith in front. A huge pad save by Givarowski, and he covers up on it with 3:10 left to go in the second.
What did we say 5 minutes ago of Trev doing Trev things? And
it's Trevor time.
It indeed is, as we get another look at that. Givarowski absolutely bailing out the Bronx with the pad save as Eckhoff got robbed by Trev. So we take another look at it. It just, again, 2-on-4 the other way. Looks very unassuming, but again, nobody clogging up the low slot. Call was right there. On the other side, Eckhoff was all by himself. And just a little, very slow play out of these Tire Riders skaters that are just trying to get the offense going. It's definitely stagnated a lot in the second period. Only 6 shots on net in this second. Got to get it going here for the third. You're able to put 5 in the back of the 4x6 yesterday. Got to get at least 1 or 2 here, and got to get out of this weekend with 6 points.
As Pape sends this around, Williams is there, taps that forward. Picked off here by McKeach. Sends back in deep as he goes down. Starr and Pape into the corner. Now below the goal line, Marin over to try and help him. As Pape now slots in here on the second line instead of Cercio. He lays the body on Williams, looking to find Marin with the puck now. Trying to play back to McKeach. Had it stolen away by Williams. Good shift here for him as he sends this one forward. Into the zone they go. That one gets wide of Trevor from the shot from Gallagher as Ferguson has to play this back out of the zone. Carnell will track it down here with just about 2 and change left to go in the middle frame. Carnell with it, walking in. He's looking for more as that one goes high and wide over the bar. Jansky across, finds Gallagher. Plays back in, goes off the skates there of Ty Schneider as Bennett will pick up the puck. Stankiewicz chasing him. Schneider trying to get there. Loose puck on the play as they walk in. That one steered aside by Bennett, trying to clear, can't do so. Good job, though, by Bennett to get in and break up the shot attempt from Ducalo as Rauch trying to poke it away here. McDermott with it. Up along the glass, sends that one high flying into the air as Zito gives chase. Taken here by the Bronx. Rauch with it to the backhand, tucks it home, he scores! We're tied at 1!
What a play from Justin Rauch. And that all started with that clear bank off of the glass by McDermott. And Rauch, who has been on about a 10-game goalless drought, knots up the game with $1:23 to go in the second. Let's get another look at that incredible play on the 2-on-0. Like we said, starts from McDermott, banks it off the high glass. Rauch just comes in right on the 6, and then Zito and Rauch 2-on-0, and Rauch with a disgusting goal makes it a tie game in the late stages of the second. What a play from McDermott, and what a play from the grad student of Justin Rauch as this one gets sent into the netting.
We are tied at 1. Rauch able to walk in and just tuck that one 5-hole like you said, Trey. A great bounce, though, on that pass out from McDermott. I hope he gets credited with the assist on that goal because a West Virginia skater did touch it first. So we'll have to see if he does get credited with the assist. But either way, what an effort there from Rauch as he was able to corral the puck down his right in front. That one goes off the outside of the post. The whole 4x6 was there for Charlie Wogish. Just couldn't get it to go as it's taken by Rauch again, trying to drive and looking for his second, fired on, saved by Bernier, and he holds on with 56 seconds left to go in the period.
What a sequence of events in this final 2 minutes of play. As I thought Wogish had a surefire goal. Again, the goalposts are about maybe just a little bit smaller than a puck is. And somehow, with the entire 24 square feet of net open, Wogish hits it right off of the post, and then another good chance for Rauch on the other side, trying to get his second of the night. The clock not being started there, so those 5 seconds that we lost in the first period being gained here in the second with 48 to play.
And we gain those 5 back as it's picked up here by Carnell, and just a ridiculous sequence there. And like you were saying, Trey, Wogish had pretty much the whole net to shoot at there and somehow clanged off the iron as this one goes back here for Turner. 30 seconds left to go here in the second period as Schneider pokes it forward, trying to get this to Connolly. It bounces away from him. And this is a new line we're seeing here. Schneider with both Connolly brothers. Interesting one as it goes back out here to Turner, trying to keep it from Stankiewicz with 14 left to play, and they get in the frame. Taken here, but it's walked in offside there by Howcroft.
Yeah, and taking a look at the official scoring on that from the referees, it was Rauch from Zito. So Zito will get his second point of the season and his third game back after taking the semester off. And we'll have to look back at the replay again to see if a West Virginia player did touch up. I'll take your word for it in the dying seconds of this second period, but getting something there should have been Mark McDermott off of that play.
He'll get an assist from us up here in the booth, that's for sure.
We'll take another look at it and go downstairs because that was a fantastic loft in the air and bank from McDermott that generated that entire sequence. And it was Justin Rauch getting the goal, the equalizer, in the late stages of period number 2. Buckle up and batten down the hatches, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a whale of a third period between these two teams. High-flying offenses, defense, and goaltending have been near perfect so far. 40 down, 20 to go. This is going to be one whale of a final 20, Carollo.
Yes, it certainly will be. So we'll step aside, tied 1-1 after 2 periods of play. Shots 33-32 in favor of the Bronx, but we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we'll have the third period of action for you. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching Rider Bronx Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. Batten down the hatches. It's time for the third period as the snow is coming down here in Lawrenceville. We're ready for the third period. Tied 1-1 here between the Bronx and the Mountaineers. My name's Carl Pascal alongside Trey Wright. Thank you for joining us here on this one. Shots currently 33-32 in favor of the Bronx, but we are knotted up at one apiece.
I know, and as you said, it's not Marc-Andre Fleurying outside, it's Garth Snowing outside. I'll see myself out, ladies and gentlemen. But like you said, after that insane second period of action, knotted up at 33-32, the shot ratio in favor of Rider. And taking a look at the goal scoring from that period, started off with Caleb Carnell batting one in, assist from Aiden Briggs on the only assist on that goal. And then it was Justin Rauch from Anthony Zito, and we'll have to see if that gets corrected because looking back at the replay, Mark McDermott definitely was the... None of the West Virginia skaters touched that puck before Zito fed it over to Rauch. So we'll have to see if that gets updated at some point during the broadcast. But nonetheless, glad we could have you along for this one. In case weren't able to make it due to the weather, glad you're holed up in your home, safe as always, and got us tuned on the radio dial, the YouTube tab, whatever you got us open on. Glad we could have you on here as we get set for the third period of action. It is going to be a fun one.
It certainly will be as we get ready to go for this third period. McKeach up against Ducalo on the faceoff dot, and we're off here for the third period. 40 down, 20 to go as we start this third period of action. Taken by Ducalo, sends back in as Bennett will go back and take it here along the wall. Stankiewicz able to steal it away, looking in front for Ducalo. That one sticked aside by Cercio as it goes back up to Palahunic. Knocked away by Dom as it's picked up here by Marin. Dom's still in the chase for the 100-point mark. He's still one off it with 99 as this one right in front, saved there by Bernier. Beautiful tap there by McKeach and an excellent feed there from Mark Marin.
Absolutely, Marin trying to get his second point of the weekend as back in the other direction, brought down there was Howcroft.
Good
back
chances.
and forth play.
Yeah, good chances on both sides of the ice to start this period from the teams as Yeoman ducks under that it. Marin sends forward to Dom. Cercio in the zone, able to keep it there as Starr now sends it out. Wogish with the puck. Stankiewicz goes off for the change. Turner there as well. Has that one bounce off his stick as Blair goes into the corner. Blair with it below the goal line now. Sends this one away, able to find Briggs back up to the blue line, but it's taken away by Pape. Has Blazak with him. Pape down the far side wall trying to get by Carnell. Now Schneider with it. Walks by one on the backhand trying to cut back to Pape. That one held by Bernier, and he covers for the whistle with 18:41 left to go.
Really, really good play there from both Pape and Schneider, and just trying to confuse Bernier a little bit, but Bernier was able to read it like a children's book and make the stop right, plastering the pads right on the post, and keeps us a tie ball game.
Up off the boards. Good job to knock that away by Wogish. He gets on a chance here. Wogish trying to drive in. He fires. That one goes wide as it's picked up here by Schneider. Sent into some open ice. Blazak to chase on it with Carnell there. He's able to get there first. Knocked away, though, by Blazak as Starr nearly steered that one into his own cage as it's taken by Carnell. Referee's going to have to go fix the goal behind Bernier as this one's dumped into the zone here for West Virginia. Sent here to Blazak. Blazak finds Pape, who sends it in for a second as it's taken here by Ambrosi. Ambrosi. For some reason, there's a whistle. Looks like it's going to be a intentional offside on Rider as Rauch stayed in the zone chasing after the puck. So the faceoff is going to come all the way back into the Bronx end.
It's an interesting call there. I don't think I've seen that in a while, Carollo.
It's definitely been a minute since we've seen those intentional offside calls, but either way, face-off back in the Bronx end as Eckhoff sends back to the point. That one through traffic, knocked away by Givorowski. Along the boards, Call with Ambrosi. Call able to keep it, can't get it out of the zone, though, as Young keeps it in. This one goes all the way around the boards as Connolly can't get to that, but it comes out of the zone anyway, as now the 9 of Mike Connolly will collect and send here to Jackson Call. Call played off the skates of Smith as He tries to play out of the zone, able to find Connolly, or actually that's McDermott rather, as it's taken by Young and played that across. As there's a big hit there in the open ice by Ty Schneider. A big-time check there on Garrett Getkoff. As it's taken here by Ty yet again. Ryder in the midst of a change there. Marin hopping on. Schneider with it. Has to lay back up to McDermott, able to keep it in, just puts this one into the far side corner as Marin goes back up to the point. Benner back down to Marin. Across here to Schneider. Good passes. That one saved in front by Bernier. Dangerous chance there from Schneider. Good shot selection as it bounced right down in the low slot. As it goes out of the zone, Yeoman will have to go back and get this. It gets by him. They wave off the icing. Puck goes around the board. Cercio lays here to Bennert. Has Marin with him. Bennert to the backhand. Tried to power move in front. Looking there for McKean's trailing. He's able to get the puck back on the backhand attempt. No one was there in the low slot for Ryder as Bennert tried to stand up the other way. Out the other direction. 2-on-1. Ferguson with it. Trying to play the pass of that one. Kicked aside by Givarowski. Looking for the rebound there was the 73 of Williams as he has it again. Yeoman has that one knocked away, and Givarowski will just cover up as it trickled into his crease for the whistle.
Another good, really good back check there from Dom Cercio, plugging up Williams' lane to prevent a 2-on-1 developing into a 2-on-0. Both these teams testing each other's goaltenders a lot tonight. Givarowski 33 for 34, and Bernier 35 for 36. So Ryder able to get the magic number 35 amount of shots on net as this one's batted out of the air with a high stick.
Continuing on, though, as Ryder touched it first. Schneider on the puck. Deeks by Young as he keeps it down below the goal line. Now got pickpocketed there by Ducalo as Young gets back on it now. Young able to find the pass forward to Mark Stankiewicz. 16 points here on the season so far for the captain of the Mountaineers squad as he dives below the goal line. Still with the puck. Back up to Young. He's able to keep it. Young being chased there by Blazak as it goes down to Ducalo. Now Halcroft with it. Gets a little bit of a body there from Cole Schneider as it's taken away here by Cusimano. Into the zone. Has Papen Blazak with him as that one takes a hop into the near side corner. Blazak sends around. Starr sends across to Young. Shots 36-34 right now in favor of the Bronx, but still tied at one apiece as that one goes in on to Givarowski. He will sweep it aside. Turner lays off the skates here for McDermott. Rouch the other way with speed. Rouch driving in, already has the tying goal here in this one as Connolly pulls up, sends around looking for Rouch again. Able to keep the puck. Rouch to Turner. He fires that one high off the glass. Now taken by Briggs and cleared out of the zone. Foot race the other way. Rouch and Turner trying to get there as that one is knocked down and down into the corner when a skater there. That was the 86 of Will Blair. Good job to get there and have that chance at all. Some good speed there from Blair as it's taken by Rouch and played forward for Connolly.
Surprised Blair didn't take a holding call as he basically took the shoulder of Turner and gave himself a little bit of a boost. We saw that as a penalty in the, the Devils-Panthers game from earlier on this week.
As Marin laying the body there on Blair that time. Taken here by McDermott. As this one knocked down there by the stick of Bernier. Young along the boards, hit by Marin again. He's able to keep it. Marin with it. Tries to fire. That one goes right through the crease as call goes back up to Cercio. Cercio playing point man, walks by one. He fires that one, glove down there by Bernier. Able to see it all the way and hold on here with 13:55 left to go.
And he was very lucky that Caleb Carnell didn't make contact with that. Carnell trying to swat that away from Bernier. That would have redirected right into his own cage and given Cercio his 100th career point. Like we said, all game long, a lot of good back and forth play between these two teams. Played last night, a 5-0 win for the Bronx. Ryder having to work extra hard after playing for 2 days here straight, trying to get this 6-point weekend and get back into the conversation and potentially get in the top 14 in the Southeast region of the ACCHL M2 conference.
Already up to 15 right now. A sweep would likely put them in as Ambrosi just walked by there, still with the puck. Was able to get by Ty Schneider as that one is fired on by Richardson, goes up and over. First time we're seeing Richardson out on the ice here for West Virginia trying to get creative here on the other side to take the lead here in this game, as trying to walk in as Ty. Ty got through, couldn't get the shot off though as the net comes off. It's Mortons. The puck ended up in the net. They're going to wave it off though. It looks like we're going to get a penalty on the play as well. Dom already over talking with the referee, and Ty Schneider objecting to this call would have given the Bronx the lead.
Yeah, it went in right after the net came off, maybe by about a split second. The referees are going to talk it over. This should be, if not a penalty shot, at least a penalty.
As we take a look at it here once again, getting another replay at this. Great effort here by Schneider to get up in the play. Walked by a couple of skaters, and Coach Fox over to talk with the refs. Now walked through, got taken down. Big save by Bernier on the first chance. And as Ty was sliding towards the net when he got taken down, the puck bounced off, I think, his knee or his leg and just went into the net. So no goal on the play, unfortunately, as it doesn't look like he really got tripped up on that one.
Yeah, I think it was just probably incidental contact between him and the 16 of Star. So that's probably not even warranted of a penalty at that. Fox is barking at the referee right now for his case. And again, it definitely was not a goal on the play, as the net came off about maybe a split second before the puck trickled past Bernier.
Well, I wish here in the college realm that, at least in the club college realm, that they could use replay to go back and look at this stuff. Coach Fox actually has it on the iPad on the bench, so he could show the refs if they want, but it wouldn't matter because it only matters on what they decide.
If you do it for one, you got to do it for all, unfortunately.
Exactly.
And not a lot of teams, especially at the M2 level, have the facilities, or us here in the Breakout Sports Broadcasting booth, to try to get that replay going. And it's just the form of technology is not there just yet. Maybe in the next couple of years, as Zito on a 3-on-2 trying to break open the game.
That one saved there by Bernier again off the shoulder as Zito gets back on the puck. Zito looking to try to go to work here in this third period. Sends this lower. That one fired on and gloved down there by Bernier again.
Again, a high level of shots for both of these teams here. 41 for Ryder, 40 saves for the freshman goaltender from Florida. And just trying to solve Bernier once more here is Ryder. And West Virginia on the other side, they've had a plethora of good opportunities. Going back to, I'm trying to remember if that was Stankiewicz or Ferguson that had the entire net open towards the end of that second period to try and make this a 2-0 game. That may be the turning point in this contest if Ryder's able to come out with this.
It was actually the 21 of Wogish.
It was Wogish.
As that one's covered up by Givarowski.
Another short side save there from Trev for save number 34 of the night. And again, the way that things are trending with 12:25 to go, it's safe to say that Trev is going to face another amount of 35. He's faced 35 shots so far in this game, so he's already reached that mark, trying to make 35 saves, and as many saves as he's got to keep this a tie game here, potentially get his offense the game winner in the dying moment here.
This is picked up here by Starr. Back up to the point. Turner can't keep it in. Out the other way. Howcroft trying to get there first. Beats out the icing as it's kept here by Stankiewicz. Stankiewicz cycling here in the zone. This line trying to buzz as he's chased out by Blazak. He hops off for Rauch. Picked up by Carnell. He sends in deep. Carnell, the defenseman, has played very, very good. Has the lone goal here for West Virginia in this weekend as Howcroft has it again. Looking, that one takes a weird bounce off of Schneider's legs and went right in onto Givarowski, who holds on.
It was a very funky bounce in front as Trev was fortunately enough able to be over there on the left-hand side of the cage to prevent that one from being a little bit of a Steve Dangle-esque dang it there with 11:34 to play. And you got to think whoever scores the next goal in this game is probably going to end up winning this contest, as that one was redirected again there by Briggs.
Briggs has been very good at getting into the low slot and finding redirects over the past 2 games here. Wasn't able to put one home yesterday, hasn't gotten on the score sheet yet in this one, but he's done a good job to get some chances, as this will go all the way down to Young, able to send it around. No icing on the call, as this one takes a hop off the glass right in front of the scorer's bench. Call into the boards, able to stand his ground up against Wogish. He's able to take it away, though. Wogish with it. Had himself stripped, though, by McDermott as he looks for Rouch. Can't get there, as this gets by Young. And we'll go for an icing here on Ryder.
Those tired legs on this top line shift will have to stay back out here as McDermott, Rouch, and Connolly for this second line here will stay out. Remember, these guys, that second line made the start yesterday evening. And just trying to get the goal scoring started once more for Ryder as off of the draw.
Gonna get another whistle.
It was blown dead here. I think that's a warning that's going to be given to the 68 of Mason Smith, one of the alternate captains for this West Virginia program.
As this is picked up here by Call off the draw, sends it up and out of the zone, gets by Starr. Will it have enough juice for another icing? It will. As the Bronx, I'm not sure if they got anybody off the ice. It doesn't seem like it.
Matter. It's not going to matter, as the referee will have them go back onto the ice, and we'll redo it from the same spot. And again, taking a look at the caliber of these two teams. Ryder is in the Premier Conference for the ACCHL, which is the top conference, as Givarowski will make another short side save. With all the bigger teams like Virginia Tech, who is second right now in the Southeast standings for the M2. UNC, UNCW, Rowan, Penn State, Liberty at 1 point. And West Virginia is located in kind of a tier below in the Elite Conference. If West Virginia, an elite team, is able to beat Ryder, a premier team, that is a huge win for West Virginia, especially as they try to get a little bit in themselves for standings as well. But just trying to help themselves out going into the ACCHL Elite Tournament, which will be a week after the Premier Tournament. The first weekend, or the first or second weekend in February. I believe it's the second weekend in February. Trying to get there is McKean. She blows a tire right after taking it away. And coming back with it is Carnell, skating west to east with it. Gets it up to Ambrosi.
Ambrosi in the zone, fires that one, deflected there by Bennett. Goes up into the netting. And you were mentioning how West Virginia are trying to make up ground in their standings in the Elite Division for the ACCHL. Currently 6th right now coming into this weekend. 16 points so far in the year, looking to try and catch Denison for the top spot.
Denison's got a really good program, also trying to catch Georgetown as they're able to beat Widener Friday night. Short side chance. Carnell trying to get there in the low slot.
That was dangerous.
This one will pop back out, but like I was saying, Georgetown able to beat Widener. It won't count towards the standings since there wasn't a 7-goal differential.
Cercio just tried to lay the hammer there on Gallagher. I think it's going to be called offside, though.
I believe it is going to be an offside call, as Cercio will continue to talk with Dylan Williams after laying an absolute sledgehammer right at the stanchion. But again, Georgetown able to get 2 points over the Pride. Denison has been really good. George Washington, I believe they beat Newman's AAU team Friday night as well. So a lot going on in the Elite Conference for the ACCHL. And of course, if you've tuned in all season long, you know everything going on with the Premier Conference as Ryder tries to get back in there. Only 2 Prem games left. A doubleheader up in Happy Valley.
As this one in front to Blazak, he taps it home. 3rd game back, and Alex Blazak has returned for Ryder.
Back in Blazak is Alex. What a tap-in goal. And that is definitely what Ryder has been missing all season long. Like you said, 3rd game back after injury. And welcome back to the Ryder Show, Mr. 74, as we'll get another look at it. What a play in front.
And Cole Schneider's going to get the primary assist on this play. Blazak originally takes it, able to find this one up to Pape, who gets this across with a perfect pass over to Cole, who finds Alex, who was just crashing to the net front. And Ryder have the 2-1 lead here with under 10 minutes, or just about 9 minutes left to go here in the 3rd period. Shots now 42-37 as Ryder has the lead now. Offside call here on West Virginia.
Blazak, who's got 3 points in this weekend so far.
3 points in 3 games for him. Great weekend. You can't really ask much more for him. And another returner in Anthony Zito having a really good weekend himself, too.
Zito getting his first goal of the weekend against Drexel, having his first assist of the season here today on the assist of the equalizer to Justin Rauchu. Sees that puck kick off of his skate. It's going to be Blazak from Schneider and Pape at 9:18 to go in the third period. And now West Virginia in desperation mode as icing is waved off here.
I'm very surprised that got waved off. That was a pretty clear as day icing there from the Bronx. As Zito has it now. He sends around. McDermott on here with Zito and Rauch. A bit of a new line here. As this one sprung around for Stankiewicz. Stankiewicz nearly had it stolen there by combination of Rauch and Zito. As out goes Howcroft. Hit there by McDermott as that one bounces off the high glass. Taken here by Howcroft. He fires. Shoulder save made by Gavorowski. Stankiewicz with it cycling here. Young at the point. He fires. Nearly redirected in front. Bounced off of Ty Schneider's stick. As it's taken here by Zito. Trying to play for Rauch. Just couldn't connect. As it's taken by Stankiewicz again. Stankiewicz back to Howcroft. He fires that one deflected in front by a gaggle of players. As we're going to get a hand pass call here on McDermott. So the faceoff will stay in the zone. Bronx can't get the change. All 5 will have to stay on.
7:47 to go as a jumbo jet-sized play there from Alex Blazak. In case you missed it, Blazak in his 3rd game back, getting the 2-1 lead for the Bronx. 2 unanswered for Ryder after West Virginia took a late goal in the 2nd period. Justin Rauch tied it as another hand pass will be called here against Ryder. And it will stay in the zone once more. I believe this is going to be actually going against West Virginia, and it will. So West Virginia won't get the change here as it comes back out to the neutral zone. Fresh skaters on here for the Ryder Bronx with 7:36 to go in the 3rd period. Again, just looking to get those 2 crucial points here and looking for the 3-point play, the 6-point play, the 3 weekend win play. Here this weekend is just kept in here just barely by McKeach, and starting from his own end is Dylan Young.
And we actually got a good look over at Jackson Bernier before from our second camera operator doing our mobile cam. Had some great shots yesterday. Getting some good ones here again from Louis down doing our second camera.
And again, Bernier has just been so freaking good today. On those 2 goals, there's really nothing you can do. If you're able to save that shot from Alex Blazak, that is a highlight reel robbery that Blaze might want to call the cops and the FBI about.
As that one trickles just wide off the shot attempt there. Kept here by West Virginia. Beautiful play to keep it on their stick. That was from the 86 of Blair as it's kept in the zone again. Looking in front, that one bounces right into the high slot. No one home as Cercio picks it up. Marin calling for the change as Cercio walks in alone. Cercio driving in, has McKeach calling for it is Connolly. Cercio can't find him. Has to spin this one back, looking into the slot. McKeach is there. Cercio trying to get on it again with Wogish. This one bounces around. Connolly up along the boards. He's able to keep it in the zone. Goes back here, trying to track it down as Joseph Palahunic. Plays this one off. Finds Blair. He sends this forward up to Briggs. 6:10 left to go here in this 3rd period. Ryder still holding on to the 1-0 lead as Ambrosi dips down below the goal line now. Back up to the near side hash mark, still with the puck. Taken here and played out by McDermott as Starr will calm things down. Plays this back in. Cusimano with the puck up the boards. Finds Blazak. Bounces off his stick. Starr sends back in another time as Turner corrals this puck. Turner up off the near side boards. McDermott trying to clear. He's able to do it back to the neutral zone as it's taken by Carnell. Has the lone goal of the weekend here for West Virginia. For the Wheeling, West Virginia native, the senior here on this West Virginia squad. As this is taken here by Eckhoff. Eckhoff sends in deep, bounces off the dasher and rings around. Cusimano trying to get it here. Eckhoff with it, had it poked away. Taken by Cole Schneider. Has Blazak joining him in the rush as he tries to get away from Ambrosi. Carnell closes him off along the glass.
Yeah, Schneider got clotheslined there by Ambrosi right into the dasher. But again, Ryder, in this final 5 minutes, best defense is good offense, but also just trying to keep away from this dangerous West Virginia rush.
As Ambrosi lost an edge there, as Pape gave a little bit of a bump to him, as Schneider trying to keep it. Beautiful move in front, looking for Blazak again. Just couldn't get it to him as he goes into the corner with Ambrosi. Ambrosi able to play out here. Schneider's going to corral it down, though, off the stick of Smith, as it's taken here by his brother Ty. Ty sends in onto Bernier, who just lays it off here for Carnell. Hounded here by Ty as he joins. Marin has that one bounce on him as Gallagher is able to get it back. Shots 43-40 right now as that one is stopped by McKeach. He sends back in deep as he got it away from Williams on the breakout pass. Williams with it again. Flips that one up and out. That time it gets out of the zone, but Ferguson nearly stepped on it as Gallagher walks in, trying to get by Yeoman. Can't do it as he pins him along the glass. Now goes down below the goal line as McKeach is there. Under 4 to play here in the game. McKeach hard up off the boards. Marin got to stick to it. It gets by Young. Will go all the way down to Bernier as Cercio applies some light pressure. Bernier opts to cover up on it. With 3:47 left to go here in the third.
Definitely is the witching hour here. Just a couple clicks under 4 to play in period number 3. And again, we can't say it enough. These two goaltenders going back and forth. Not as many shots as we've seen last night. Not nearly as big of a goal differential as we saw last night either, but.
Well, we've still got some time to play, at least in the shot department. Still got 3:35 left to go.
Still stick taps for both Givarowski and Bernier as Bennett calls for it.
Finds McDermott here. He fires. That one goes well wide of the cage. Yeoman trying to keep it. He does. Just below the blue line as Ducalo sends that into the corner. Palahunic plays here to Ducalo. Back to Palahunic again as it's taken by Zito. Zito got stripped there of the puck there by Young. Kept in by McDermott again or not. They're going to say it's going to be a high stick.
Yeah, that was a clear as day high stick there from Rauch. And McDermott pleading his case all the way, but that was way over Justin Rauch's head. It's not hard to get it over Rauch's head, who sits on skates at 5'8", about 5'11" on skates, so about 5'8" in real life. So not exactly hard to get it over the head if you're Justin Rauch, but this will come out into the neutral zone as we get another draw here. We'll try it again.
Off the draw that time. One there by Blair as it's sent across to Carnell. 3 minutes left to go here in the game. At what point do we see Bernier try and go for the extra skater as Benner just got railed into the boards there as it's kept in the zone. Looking back across Ducalo, or actually that was Blair who had that one go right by his stick. As Rauch walks in, lays for Zito. Uses him as a screen. Anthony Zito fires, but it's gloved up by Bernier again.
What a wrister there from the Z-Man, as I thought that may have gone in, but Bernier able to just barely get the glove on top of it and freezes play. What a shot there from Zito, looking for his second goal of the weekend. But 2:42 to go. We'll see, like you said, we'll see when Adam Brown elects to pull his freshman goaltender.
As Wogish fires, he hit the deck there with Turner, as it looks like Turner might be down now. Slow to get back up to his feet as it's picked up here by Pape. Pape, he fires, glove down there by Bernier, as Turner will go back to the bench. Looks like he's all right, going to just try and shake it off as he opens the bench door there.
Again, this has been a storyline all season long. These defensemen dropping like flies at some points.
It's a young group, too.
Again, we had Jake Benner with his concussion earlier in the year. Thankfully, he's been able to regroup from that. Joe Cusimano getting banged up in the late stages of the first. And hopefully, Braden's able to come back out here for a shift as icing is waved off here. With about 2:10 to go in regulation, looking for a goal here on the Mountaineers.
Still in his cage is Bernier, as down below the goal line now is Halcroft trying to go to work. Schneider able to take it away from him. Captain at the point. That one blocked away there by Dom. Ty Schneider with it, trying to clear. Gets by at the blue line. Got by Palahunic as Cercio will give chase. Marin hops on, so does McKeach. this second line on here for Mercer right now as Stankiewicz has it, plays it across to Ducalo. Along the wall. Call, able to take it away, looking for Marin, gets pickpocketed there as it's sent into the zone, in onto Givorowski, who will hold on. And good job there from Palahunic to get that in onto Givorowski for the ozone draw.
And we see all the way on the other side of the ice, Adam Brown and Nathan Connolly talking tactics. And we'll see if they're going to take a timeout here.
Doesn't look like they're electing to do so here with just under 90 seconds left to go in the game.
I'm a little surprised that you're not going to take your timeout here.
And pull Bernier.
With an offensive zone draw.
As this is picked up and played out of the zone there by the Bronx, it will go for an icing, and I wonder if now Adam Brown will elect to do so.
You've got to use your timeout now, I would say.
If you're going to try and pull Bernier, this is the time to do it. Down by 1.
We're looking across. Bernier remaining in his crease with 101 seconds to go. Brown
still not going to use it. Going to hold on to it for now.
I'm very, very surprised, especially the way that things have gone here for Ryder.
As it goes for a 2-on-1 now for Marin. Marin and Cercio with it. Marin, he fires that one, goes just off the outside of the cage. Opted to shoot it instead of go for the pass. Just put it off the outside of the net. As we're down to a minute left to go now here in the game. Now to the bench goes Bernier. Extra skater coming on here for West Virginia as Halcroft sends it across. Givorowski can't get to it. It goes in. We're tied at 2.
The second Bernier comes off. Givorowski not able to get there in time. What a play there from Mitchell Ducalo. And I think the referees are going to talk this over to see if this is going to stand, because Trev was saying that he was on top of it. But the puck is still loose, and I believe that this goal is going to stand here.
I think it is.
No, they didn't even need the extra attacker there for West Virginia.
He had just hopped on the ice, didn't even get into the play yet. And Coach Fox was not happy about the goal. And for Ryder, you kind of want that Marin chance back. On that 2-on-1 with Marin and Cercio, you want that play back now as Halcroft sends in here. Stankiewicz trying to walk through on the backhand, had to pull out. 40 seconds left to go. Young with it. He fires that one deflected, looking for Halcroft again. He sends around. Taken here and fired back in by Ducalo, looking for his second. 29 seconds left to go. Stankiewicz with it in the slot. Givorowski makes the first save on the rebound. Stankiewicz trying to fire, blocked away there by Turner. Good to see him back out on the ice here to try and kill this last 20 seconds off. As it's taken by Stankiewicz, walking in, he fires that one, saved by Givorowski again. Palahunic, he fires, glove down by Trevor with 10.5 left to go here in the game, in the third period.
Holy Toledo, what a flurry of a sequence there. A flurry of chances from West Virginia, nearly taking the lead back. And with 10.5 to play, it looks like this game is going to go towards overtime unless the Mountaineers are going to get another opportunity. This one lofted out into center ice, and
that will do things.
I said this during the second intermission. I believe our technical director, Colton Reynolds, owes me $5.
I do owe you $5.
It's time for overtime, ladies and gentlemen. After a late goal, with 38 seconds to go, West Virginia and Ryder will go to sudden death overtime. And it's a goal there from Tyler Halcroft from the 43 of Owen Ambrosi. And holy Toledo, like I said, Corolla, what a game this has been.
It certainly has, as we've got a 2-minute intermission here. We're going to step aside real quick. Tied 2-2. We're heading to overtime here between the Bronx and the Mountaineers.
Sudden death overtime, ready to get kicked off here. Schneider, and Blazak, the three starting for the Bronx, and we're underway in sudden death after a late goal from West Virginia. Blazak has got it.
And we are back here for overtime. Like you said, Trey, sorry about that, trying to get our second camera back up and running. Had the battery die on us as we get ready to go here for OT. 4:35 left to go in the frame as it's taken here by Ty Schneider. Ty in the corner, sends here to Blazak. 3-on-3 OT, shots 46-45 now in favor of West Virginia as Cole is going to walk this out of the zone here for Ty. Back to Cole. The brothers play catch with each other as they've done so many times as it's taken by Stankiewicz out the other way. One-on-one, Stankiewicz with it. Tried to lay back to Halcroft as it's in on Halcroft. That one saved by Gavorowski.
Just barely able to get the pad across there was Trev and keep Ryder alive. Cercio now with it.
Dom able to keep the puck here. Finds Cole Schneider as on comes McDermott. 3 forwards on the play here for the Bronx as Cercio trying to walk through. Can't get by Blair. Back to McDermott. McKeach now hops on. McKeach cycling here at the blue line, crosses up with Dom. Now to McDermott. Bronx looking for a lane. McDermott, he fires that one, knocked away there by the blocker of Bernier as Cercio picks it up. Cercio walks the line, lays off here to McKeach. Cercio crashing to the net front, looking for the redirect. That one's broken up there by West Virginia as they try and play out of the zone. We'll have to peel back here off the stick of Carnell. Carnell taking his time here with 3:18 left to go in the overtime. Carnell with the puck. Looking to get by McDermott to the backhand. Dives down below the goal line now, looking to get set up in the zone and generate some offense here. Carnell. Back at the blue line. Sends this one over to Briggs. Briggs with it, walking in, has to lay back. You're trying to get there as McKeach couldn't poke it away as it's kept in here by Ducalo. McDermott tried to find that one through to McKeach again, couldn't do it as Briggs collects. Briggs back to Ducalo again. The man who tied this game up as he walks in again, looking to get by McDermott, looking to try and go for the wraparound, closed off there by Cercio. This unit on here for a long time for Ryder as they can't get off. Blair with it. Takes it away. Ducalo there. Peels away from McDermott. Still with the puck. Back to Blair at the point as Ducalo goes to the bench. Next man on is Palahunic for West Virginia. Briggs. Being chased by Cercio. Back up to the point, Palahunic. Fresh legs for him as this goes across to Blair. Now off goes Briggs. On comes Stankiewicz again, the captain. Has the puck as Blair will now go to the bench. On comes Halcroft. He has it in his skates. McKeach trying to get there for the stick lift. He's able to take it away for a second. Can he get it out of the zone? He's able to do so as McKeach's stick just got lifted, but it went right back to him as he's able to get the puck back. No offside called on the play. We continue on. Halcroft with it. The Ryder bench was screaming for it, as was the faithful here for the Bronx. Kept here by Halcroft again. Back to Palahunic. Sends to Stankiewicz. 1:35 left to go in the OT. If no one scores, we'll go to the shootout here between the Bronx and West Virginia as Palahunic sends to Stankiewicz. Looking to walk by McDermott. Got a stick in there. Good job to get the poke check as it goes to Palahunic again. Back across, Stankiewicz is there. He fires, blocked by McDermott. This unit's still on for Ryder. All 3 skaters haven't been able to get off.
They've been on here for about 2.5 minutes here. They are dog-tired, Carollo.
Yes, they are, as it goes down here to Halcroft again as he's pinned up along the boards there by Cercio. He goes down to the ice, fell on top of the puck as McKeach sends back here. Cercio around, looking to McDermott. McKeach looking to go all the way down as he finds him. McDermott has Cercio. He's calling for it. That one fired just wide there by McKeach. Comes all the way back to Ty Schneider, who just hopped on. McDermott finally able to get off. Now comes Cole Schneider. McKeach now hobbles over the bench as it's taken here by Dom. He fires. That one's blocked away. A big sacrifice block there by Halcroft as it's picked up by Palahunic and sent out to Stankiewicz. Stankiewicz being chased by Cole Schneider. His brother Ty there back to keep it away as Blazak picks it up with 20 seconds left to go in the game. Blazak driving in, cutting away to the circle. He fires and scores! Alex Blazak gives the Bronx the win, and Ryder go 3 for 3 on the weekend.
What a shot! He burns the nylon there for Blazak. What a shot is all I can say as Alex Blazak, the equalizer and the winner, as Ryder, with 6 crucial points on the weekend, gets the dub in overtime. 3-2 your final. Holy Toledo, Carollo. What a shot is all I can say.
A wicked wrister from Alex Blazak. We'll take another look at it here. Like you said, Trey, the equalizer and the game winner, the dagger for Alex Blazak, gives the Bronx the win. Cut right to the top of the circle and just launched a wicked wrist shot. Sent it glove side there on Bernier, who ripped it home. And Ryder go 3 for 3 for the weekend sweep.
It's all I can say is it's going to be an unassisted goal there from Blazak. Wow, is all I got to say.
What a shot. That is a shot that the Bronx have sorely missed this season.
It definitely is, as Alex Blazak absolutely going to get the first star of the game. And on the other side of the ice for West Virginia, all you can do is just try to hang your hat on that loss. You're able to get a point against one of the top teams in the Southeast region in the Ryder Bronx. Just trying to get there in time, and they had a bunch of chances there, had a bunch of really good chances, especially keeping those 3 guys out there for about 2.5 to 3 minutes. And then Blazak, first shot on the other side of the ice for Ryder. Wicked wrister underneath of the blocker of Bernier. Game winner, dagger, pay dirt, let's go home, baby.
Let's go home. It is snowing here in Lawrenceville. We got to try and get out of here quickly before we're snowed in here at Xi. So that'll wrap things up here for the weekend on BSB and here for the game between the Bronx and West Virginia. Ryder, overtime winner for Alex Blazak, win 3-2 up against West Virginia for the complete sweep of the weekend. Shots 47-47 at the end of overtime and at the end of this game. But for myself and Trey Wright, have a good night, everybody.